Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Football Manager 22. I'm your host, Brian, and this is year 5 of my campaign to lead Salisbury FC into the highest ranks of professional soccer. Obviously, we were stymied by the last year as we had a brilliant campaign and then bottled it not once, but twice right at the end. There are positive takeaways from it, despite the heartbreak. We turned a significant profit of approximately $800,000, which meant we got to increase the salary budget available. And I managed to push through a request to improve the team's training facilities, which will happen in a few months, so players might not fade in attributes as much once they join the team. And maybe it'll boost our reputation, even slightly, to bring in new players. And both reasonably enough and scarily enough, the club's owner has put building a new stadium on their 5-year plan. It's reasonable because we're currently renting a stadium 20 miles away from our home city. But it's scary because it's a massive investment, and if we do succeed in rising up the ranks, if they aren't ambitious enough in their stadium building, it could become obsolete before it's even finished. But to make that concern a reality, we need to actually escape the VNL, and that means doing the annual evaluations. Strikers? Still great. Spong on the left wing? Very good. Other midfielders? Fine. Center backs and left back? Very good. Right back? Room for improvement. Goalie? Not quite as good as I'd hoped. So, this is what we've got to work with. My one loanee this year is Eddie Carrington, a rotational right midfielder who's all physical attributes along with some technique and flair. Not expecting him to carry the team, just eat some minutes and for some assists. We've demoted Bergstrom to backup keeper and say goodbye to Bocham as Beecham, as we bring in another Finnish keeper, Viljami Sinisalo. Still a big lad at 6'5", but has a better overall attribute spread than Bergstrom. Hopefully their shared nationality means they can still be friends. Ilian Quesada Thorn is basically Carrington on the left wing. Kaolin McBride is my currently failing experiment at right midfield. The trick is that he's left-footed and thus plays an inverted winger. And pairing his solid physicals and mentals with key technicals, I'd expect better performance, but so far, at least in terms of personal game ratings, not much in the way of success. Cedric Colombo is an aging but talented all-around right back. Not the sort of player you expect to keep around for a long time, but I'm hopeful he can help patch up that weak spot on the defense. Marquez Mir and Brandon Brian Waugh continue my trend of rating Tottenham releases. They're both center backs with some positional flexibility to play as defensive midfielders or fullbacks as the need arise. And lastly, as Yeovil got promoted, they left behind someone who'd helped them get promoted. And so we grabbed up Danilo Orsi Dadomo and used him to fill out our striker rotation. The results have been good, but a little aggravating in terms of open this year, as we opened with 3 straight draws. A penalty allowed Maidstone to grab their draw. Chesterfield scored on a volley from outside the box. And I don't feel terrible about a draw at Solihull Moors in isolation, as they were a playoff team last year, but coming on the heels of the other 2 draws, it was very unsatisfying. Luckily, we've mostly righted things since then, with 5 wins in a row to take the lead in the league by 2 points. Hopefully we can hold on to that spot through number 2 and 3 are the teams coming down from League 2, who we haven't played yet, to really see how good they are. Today's featured game will be a doozy. First round action in the FA Cup against 4th place in League 1 Peterborough. Can we survive the League 1? Can we survive a team 2 leagues above us? We have home field in Eastleigh today. Will this work? Let's take a look. No, I'm a bit rotated off of what Callum Hart thinks I should be doing. Again, like McBride's underperformed, so I'm going to give Williams a shot. Smith has underperformed a bit as compared to Trevitt. I want to get shot in more minutes as he's got a promise made to him that he will be playing. It looks like they play a bit of a narrow formation. Could be interesting for us. We get to play with a relatively full bench today. That's always a positive. I will go ahead and get, let's see, Taiwo Owen on for to make sure I have a right back in the rotation, and Let's head to the match. So because of the holidays, this I wanted to get a video out in a reasonable amount of time after my last one. So we are only 6 games into the regular season, as opposed to usually where I'd run nearly half the year before getting back to all of you. But so there may be 3 videos this year in your in-game year. Anyways, we dispossess them. Williams plays it all the way forward to Spong. Unfortunately, Tomlinson with the header up to Grant, and the highlight ends there with them taking possession. I do wish this was stable. I think it flips home and away, but I'd like to see my stats here because they're less important, and like to see their formation here, as I think it's important to see when they're flipping players and if they change formations. Not that I really chop and change to match what the opposition is doing. We're currently leading the possession battle. Let's encourage the boys. So yeah, we might have 3 videos this year. This one, then one in the mid-year, and then one about the regular season finale, and then we'll see if we need more to cover promotion playoff or not. Fingers crossed we will not. In a good way, not a bad way. Obviously, we could theoretically miss the promotion playoff entirely. Great run by Grant in the pass. Luckily saved by Sinisalo. Good stuff by the Big Finn. Back post, absolutely no luck. Ball spills wide. We have a little better XG. Spong picks up a yellow card in here in the 33rd. Hackett throws it in up to Hazeman, our defensive midfielder. Take a look up to Al-Hamadi, who's retreated back. Out to Spong on the wing. Spong tries to place it forward, but there's no chance. Intercepted by Knight, and they will take it the other way. Ganella up to Tomlinson. Back to Ganella. Plays it back to Knight. Up to Grant. See, Ganella is their right center back. Husband here is their left center back. Plays it all the way forward. No chance. Colombo as the one who comes away with it. He'll start the break the other way. Williams takes it over. I should triple check that Williams is set to be a winger and not an inverted winger, though he seemed to behave that way. Al-Hamadi doesn't wrangle it, but Spong comes away with it. Spong trying to dance, find an opening, places it back to Hackett, who also now has a yellow card. Crosses, header to Williams, saved by them. We get it on the rebound to Trevitt. Looks to create an opportunity, doesn't find anything. Colombo with the cross, no one at home on the far side, but Hackett's there when they don't control their own header. Hackett heads to the end line, brings in a low cross, nothing doing. Diarra scoops it up. Based on ratings, Colombo is not having a great day, but I haven't seen anything, obviously, from highlights that says he's been a problem. So, something to keep in mind that he might be a candidate to pull off and put on, let's say, Taiwo, along with our various yellow cards. We have had the better of XG. There is always a question. I haven't looked to see if Peterborough is running out their top lineup or if they thought they could get away with a heavily rotated lineup against us. So it's possible that we're running against a much weaker team that they could possibly field. Or maybe this is their best and we're playing them pretty dead even. I'd like to imagine this case, but at this point, it's just imagination. Yago into McKay. Luckily, heads it high, but it was also offside. So, double miss in their regard. 60th minute, time to start thinking subs. We've had a full week, I believe, before this game, so everyone's looking reasonably fresh-legged. Colombo's come up in rating a bit, a tiny bit, 6.5, but he hasn't decreased. Al-Hamadi and Campus Surridge up top are 6.5 as well. They obviously haven't contributed anything since we have no goals, and they don't get involved much in the defensive play, though Al-Hamadi sometimes gets back. Hackett, header, Campton Surridge, saved, but we'll take the corner. Hopefully find someone on the short post. We are now up to the 70th minute, so I'm definitely going to be making substitutions here after these headers. Hazeman has also picked up a yellow card, defensive midfielder, often the player who will pick up the most. Schotten fires it over the top of the net. Colombo's having a bad day. He's also nervous. So we'll go ahead, despite the fact that he's theoretically on a little better fitness, we'll go ahead and bring in Otse Taiwo. Hopefully his calmness will serve us well. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear that... Oh, no, there he is. We'll bring Casada Thorn for Spong. He's having an okay day. A bit tired, has a yellow card. It's a bit risky. Williams is another option. He's not on the best fitness. Let's go back old school and put Smith there instead of McBride. Smith obviously played right wing for us for most of last year at the starter. So we'll see if he can remember how to play that spot. He's been playing more in the center, though we've run out Trevitt today. Otse Taiwo up to Smith. Back to Otse Taiwo. Crosses, looking for Casada Thorn. Heads it. Costa Rican has no luck, but they clear it out back, and so we will get to take the corner. Spong usually does it from that side. We'll see who steps up in this opportunity. Okay, looks like a Hazeman. Looking near post. Nope. Close, but good header out. Casada Thorn looking for the end line, and off them again. So take another corner. Looking for Brian Waugh or Schotten. Nothing, but headed out to him. Let's see if he crosses into the middle. Just a muck that gets kicked away. Let's wait to see how this goes. Al Hamadi to Trevitt. Cheeky, nope. But yet another corner. Gotta love these free kick attempts. Oh, we don't even get to see that when it went so poorly. Delightful. Well, we are on the attack despite not having our team built to do that. Smith with the cross. Campus Sturridge knocks it backwards to Hackett, who slowly retreats to get it. Up to Casada Thorn, into Al Hamadi, plays it to Trevitt, blasts. Unfortunately, it looks like he scuffs it a bit. Doesn't get as much of the ball. Not enough pace to get that goal. Trevitt will have the corner on the other side from the one we've taken the last couple. Maybe that'll lead an opportunity. Nope, Critchlow. It seems like they have some very good center backs who are stopping us from really getting attempts. Hazeman in with a cross. Al Hamadi off the woodwork and high. Husband to Harrop on their side of things. Husband will start bringing it down the left side. Intercepted by Otse Taiwo up to Camp to Sturridge. But again, not a great passer. Loses it trying to find Al Hamadi. They bomb it forward to Grant. Luckily, Schotten's running with him. Elion, Casada Thorn with the winger. Low value attempt there. Sinisalo scoops it up. 92 plus 2 with plus 3 on the clock. We don't do anything with a free kick and lose possession. Ganella looks like he's flipped sides. Husband and Harrop exchanging the ball on the left wing. Harrop makes a good run, but we at least maintain good positioning to make it so there's only one shot I can make, and Sinisalo cuts it off. Sinisalo bombs it forward. Casada Thorn, nothing. Hackett doesn't maintain control. Schotten does get control, plays it forward to nowhere and nothing, and that'll be full time. And so, yep. In the FA Cup, we draw with Peterborough, which means we will have to go to Peterborough for game number 2. Obviously, not ideal, as the schedules can be quite cramped in the Vanarama National League with 23 teams in it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. 2 different players of ours are going on national team visits. Al Hamadi, I believe, and probably actually our goalkeeper, Sinisalo. So Bergstrom will be in the net for the next couple games. Thank you for joining me. I'll hopefully have another video up in a couple days, mid-season type video, see how we've done in the next couple months as we try to escape the Vanarama National League. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you soon.